Me and my freshman roommate were solid.
Yeah, my roommate and I were pretty chill.
So I got along really well with my freshman roommate. We ended up living together for the next 2 years also.
I remember being a little concerned going into the first day of school, as I'm sure everyone is as a freshman, because you have no idea who your freshman roommate will be.
Really don't worry about it. I think they put a lot of time in matching people to their roommates.
Everyone in your dorm, all 80 people, go into that first day of school feeling the same way as you. They don't know their roommate. And because of that, everyone's open to meeting everyone.
I mean, not every roommate is going to be your best friend.
I liked my roommate. We were good. We never had problems. We never really fought, but we were best friends. I honestly think that that is the best kind of roommate situation because you feel comfortable telling something when it bothers you, and also you can talk freely about whatever it is you have to talk about.
I think either way you're fine. You get someone who's very similar to you and you'll get along great, and you get someone that's different from you, and I think you can really learn a lot from them. So I think there were aspects of both of those in my roommate.
We both respected one another. We kind of vibe at the same pace. He knew like what I didn't like, I knew what he didn't like.
And although she's not my best friend in the whole entire world, we'll go get like coffee or a meal like at least once a quarter. And
if there is a conflict, you bring it up with the person. I think that makes her a healthy roommate pairing.
The nightmare cases are probably a little exaggerated and very rare. There aren't many that I know about, so good.
I had a good time. That's something that's kind of like trial and error, because fall quarter I didn't find a balance. Winter quarter was heavy, but I started to get into the grind more and realize like what was too much for me to handle and what I could bear.
It's different for everyone.
Like, just really know yourself and know what you think you'll have to work a little bit harder at, and that's totally okay. You just need to plan for it.
I think that to find the right balance, you have to find what it is that you prioritize.
If you think something sounds interesting to you, then do it.
Mental health is really important. Physical health is really important. Sleep is at the center of all those things. Friends are really important as well. Finding people who are going to be positive when you're stressed out. And the Stanford lifestyle is extremely busy. It's fast-paced, and so that's where the units question comes back.
Well, I'm gonna sign up for 20 because that's...
No, don't do it. Never ever be the person that petitions to take more units. Don't do it. Just so you have the opportunity to meet people and hang out and
to go out to the party, or
go to the movies, or
to go to that play.
Whatever it is with your friends, I feel like it's much more important to like make relationships as a freshman and get to know people.
So if you're having 20 units a quarter, it can be tough to do any of those things outside of a school setting that can really cause you to bond with the person who'll be the next founder of Google or Facebook, or the next person who'll be the best man at your wedding. So I'd really recommend to make time for people.
I think academics are also important. Like, we're here to learn and we're here to thrive. So like classes that have a bunch of readings, I would encourage you to do the readings, because what else are you paying for?
Don't think you can't handle something.
Sleep is important.
Yes, that's funny. I remember writing my essay about that.
I definitely know that my Stanford degree empowers me to do a lot of things, and so using my Stanford degree and my Stanford education for the betterment of my communities, that's really important to me. And that's still a question I'm trying to answer myself.
Growing up, my mom only had like one thing she would ever say to us, and all it was just be nice. Coming to Stanford, it's really just reaffirmed that notion. Everyone at Stanford is so open, and everyone honestly is nice. People honestly are there to help you. So I'd say Stanford has absolutely just kind of reaffirmed what's important to me, and that's just being nice to people.
It's changed for sure. I think just like everyone else that comes into Stanford, you're at the top of your game, you got straight A's, you're the top of your class. When you come to Stanford, you're then in a pool of people who are all really good. And you have to be good with not just being the best, but being your best. And that's something that I've had to grapple with. But it's really important to be your best rather than try to be better than everyone else.
I would say prepare to be uncomfortable, not just to be challenged, but to really have aspects of yourself checked by the people around you, to be exposed to different things, different views, different cultures, different forms of privilege. Be okay with having to grapple with those thoughts and not really having an answer. And be okay with putting yourself in spaces where you don't feel like you know what to say or have the vocabulary to even navigate those discussions, because that's how you learn.
I really think they should have confidence in themselves and being able to adjust to college and trying to join as many things as possible.
Throw caution to the wind a little bit. I think that would be a good thing to do, within reason. Get to know coffee sometimes, not all the time. And yeah, just really do as much as you can, really just enjoy it.
A big one is recognize that you're at Stanford because you deserve to be at Stanford.
You got in here and you belong here.
You have a trait that caused you to get in here, and
I think for a long time I thought, you know, I'm not good enough, like I'm not as smart as the people in my classes, but in reality everyone's, you know, experiencing the duck syndrome. Like you look calm on the top of the water, but really underneath they're struggling to stay afloat.
the best advice I think I wish I had was that it's okay to fail as a freshman. That's why you go to college. It's kind of 4 years of your life where you can mess up as many times as you want and learn from your mistakes. And it's a very nurturing and an environment where people want you to succeed. So that if you get knocked down, if you fail, that someone will be there to pick you up. And then you can really learn a lot in your 4 years here at Stanford.
Either what is the dating scene like, or what was the other one? Like, how do you think you'll meet your soulmate at Stanford?
Oh, that's funny. You don't know anything when you're 21, 22, right?
That's correct.
Lots of dorm cess that happens. Like when you end up dating your next door neighbor on accident, that happens too.
Yeah, you just kind of
You fall into it.
you just
Stuff happens.
Yeah, just accidentally, you know. I think it's all about reading the person that you're going after. I think it's knowing people's intentions. You know, if you find somebody who you have a lot of fun with, who you can just laugh with even when everything's going wrong, that's someone to keep around. And
You said it.
yeah.